A nurse must be must be friendly to the patients.
Good, good. And Rosa?
An orthopedist must know a lot about the bones. An orthopedist must go to university for many years. An orthopedist must read and write medical journals.
Yes, you must. Very good job, everyone. So now let's do another exercise. Let's do the same thing, except we'll use would have, should have, and could have. Now let's begin with the sentence, if I were a doctor. And let's say, Rosa could have. Monica, you can use might have. And Lewis, should have. Who's going to go first? Rosa, if I were a doctor.
Yeah, if I were a doctor, I could have married a more handsome man. If I were a doctor, I would have...
You could have.
Yeah, I could have more money.
Excellent.
In a bank.
Excellent. Okay, good. Your sentences, Monica?
If I were a doctor, I might have opened a nice office. And if I were a doctor, I might have stopped smoking.
Oh, really good. Okay. Lewis?
If I were a doctor, I wouldn't have only a little money in the bank. If I were a doctor, I would have a big yacht.
Good, big yacht.
Yacht. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, yacht. Okay, very good. Thank you. Now it's time for an exercise using the present perfect. Okay, we're going to fill in the blanks using an appropriate verb in the present perfect tense. Monica, you can begin. Kelly, something, a nurse for 10 years. Kelly, something, a nurse for 10 years.
That's easy. Kelly has been a nurse for 10 years.
Okay, excellent. Kelly has been a nurse for 10 years. She still is a nurse now. Okay, Lewis, your turn. The doctor, something, already, something, the charts. The doctor, already, the charts.
The doctor has already seen the charts.
Okay, the doctor has already seen the charts. And Rosa, the last one's for you. The surgeon's something, just something, the operating room. The surgeon's something, just something, the operating room.
The surgeons have just entered the operating room.
Okay, have just entered. That works. The surgeons have just entered the operating room. Great job, everybody. Thank you. Okay, let's do one last exercise. Let's practice the past perfect. Now, I will give you the part of a sentence with the simple past in it, and you complete the sentence with the past perfect. Okay, Rosa, you can go first. The nurse, something, when the ambulance arrived.
How about this? The nurse had just left when the ambulance arrived.
Good. Had just left. So we have, oops, we don't need that. The nurse had just left when the ambulance arrived. Ambulance arrived. Okay, Lewis, you do this one. The doctor, something in medical school until 1988. What do you think?
The doctor had been in medical school until 1988.
Good. Had been. The doctor had been in medical school until 1988. Monica, here's one for you. A doctor before last year. What do you think, Monica?
I had never visited a doctor before last year.
Wow, I had never visited a doctor. I had never visited a doctor before last year. Okay, great everyone, thank you very much. Now listen and write.
Listen and write.
Now listen and write these sentences. Number 1. June can be a nurse if she wants. Number 2, Janet should definitely visit her doctor. Number 3, we must leave for the hospital now. Number 4, Jeff didn't have to see his wife's gynecologist. Number 5, he should have visited his surgeon sooner. Number 6, the doctor would have operated, but it was too dangerous. Number 7, the podiatrist couldn't have done a better job. Number 8, I might have bought more medicine. Number 9, Helen has been a nurse practitioner since 1976. Number 10, before the doctor saw the chart, he had been very happy with the patient's progress. Now check your work. Number 1, June can be a nurse if she wants. Number 2, Janet should definitely visit her doctor. Number 3, we must leave for the hospital now. Number 4, Jeff didn't have to see his wife's gynecologist. Number 5, he should have visited his surgeon sooner. Number 6, the doctor would have operated, but it was too dangerous. Number 7, the podiatrist couldn't have done a better job. Number 8, I might have bought more medicine. Number 9, Helen has been a nurse practitioner since 1976. And number 10, before the doctor saw the chart, he had been very happy with the patient's progress. Well, now it's time to read and answer the questions.
Read and answer.
Larry is a plumber. He has been a plumber for 23 years. Larry is sometimes depressed. He knows he could have been a doctor. Larry's parents were very rich, but they were misers. They never spent their money. If Larry had known this, he might have gone to medical school. He could have been a good doctor. Larry has lived in Chicago for 15 years. He has a good job and he should be happy. He has a beautiful wife, Margaret. He has 2 wonderful children. Before he was married, he had been a plumber's apprentice for 3 years. Now he has a good life, yet Larry is often sad. He thinks of what might have been if he had only gone to medical school. Now listen and answer these questions. 1. What is Larry's job? Number 2. How long